Welcome back, ladies and gents. Remember folks, hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already done so. New starting place today. I mean, not new per se. Last time I was here, Christmas. The Christmas market was just up here. I was kind of considering starting at the top, but there was somebody, I think either dancing or whatever, somebody playing music, but extremely loudly. In fact, the crowd is still around him. I couldn't figure out what he was doing, actually, oddly enough. He's Mr. Green Helmet. I bet he's going to switch the music back on now, which will be just my luck. I have no clue what he's doing, what the act is, everybody. People going into the National Gallery. It's very, very busy. And there's a dance troupe here. Well, I mean, they finished now. They were trying to shoot this little troupe. Camera guy on the left. They were trying to shoot some sort of little dance video. But our man in the green helmet was putting the music on and off, so I think they just gave up in the end. Now, whilst he's still quiet, and it seems the security here on Trafalgar Square leaving him alone, curiously, because a lot of people have been booted from here, street performers that is. We'll make our way down the steps, across the square, and possibly for some horsey fun at horseguards. However, oh god, there we go. See what I mean, guys? The second that I'm thinking about it, boom, he switches it on. Let's get out of there ASAP. Now, the horseguards thing, people, it's a 50-50. What I mean by that, well, there was a road closure in place this morning. I only found out about it late last night, so I thought, does that mean that they'll do what they did last week and just leave the troopers off for the entire day? I don't know, in all honesty. It's a massive 50-50, but hey, better to be out. Sunshine's gone, but it's still nice and warm. This is why most people are happy with t-shirts. That, folks, peeking out against that exceedingly moody sky in the distance is Big Ben. Sitting atop the Elizabeth Tower. Yes, that's right. So, oh, hold on, what's this? Wait, some dude has got a robo dog. What the flip? Like, bro, really? Oh my goodness me. I've never seen one of these in real life. Oh. Whoa. It's coming to get me. Goodness, extraordinary. Look at this. Yeah, he's observing me as I'm observing him. Extraordinary thing to see here. Guy just casually walking across Trafalgar Square with the robo dog. The security bro is not looking happy. Wait, is he going to close it down? I mean, I can't actually see any reason why he wouldn't be allowed to walk that here in Trafalgar Square. However, the weirdest things you come across in central London. Look. I think he's saying to him you can only go sort of up to the top area above the stairs where some street performers are allowed to perform, but there's a little bit more control at the top of the stairs. Here you get a lot of kids and families, so I think the warden, he's a warden, not police, is probably concerned that a kid might walk into this or get a bit freaked out by it. Like, tourists are really, really surprised by this thing. I've never seen one in real life, either in London or elsewhere. Of course, I've seen the videos on social media with these. Everybody's kind of like, "What the hell is that?" Wait, it actually climbs the stairs as well. The steps. That's extraordinary, folks, is it not? I mean, really extraordinary. People are very apprehensive when they see it, and understandably so. He's getting some brilliant pictures. The interesting responses are going to be to see whether kids run away from it in fear or whether they run toward it like, wow, what's that? But obviously the first response is for everybody to pull their phones out and be like, what on earth is this? I'm okay being at the top of the steps here, and if and unless the the dude puts his music back on. It's a funny thing, I'm sure this guy's probably got a TikTok channel recording the reactions of people who see his robo dog. So I'm likely going to end up on it today. If anybody knows his channel, and he's getting some brilliant reactions. The reason I think he's doing a reaction channel is he's got a shoulder-mounted GoPro, which is filming the expressions of people as he walks past and they see his robo dog. What on earth? What the hell? It can actually walk on 2 legs. That's extraordinary. I've got to ask him, folks. Hold on 1 second. Can I ask you a quick question? Is it for a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel?
No, it's just a hobby.
Just a hobby?
Yeah, just a hobby. Just testing the dog. Also, it had some firmware upgrade, so I need to test it. But I can do this, in a different terrain.
It's an extraordinary thing to see. I've never seen this in London. I film here a lot. I've never seen one. How much, roughly, to buy one of these?
The one in China is about £2,750 because the battery is pretty much 750. Yeah.
How long, roughly, for each charge would you get to use the dog for?
The long last battery will take about 3 hours. Slow charge. A fast charge it can take very, very quick. Yeah.
Wow. So it's much better, for example, than the drone's battery life. A lot better.
Actually, similar, but it's simply because when we're in idle mode, the drone will consume a lot of energy to maintain in the air. This one just standing here, so it saves more energy.
It's a remarkable thing to see, and people's reactions to it as well. Because, as I say, I don't think anyone in London's ever seen one of these in real life.
I mean, it will get popular.
Wow.
Hopefully, yeah. Otherwise, this wing would be more used as a weapon.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I think this is what the warden was worried about. Yeah. Anyway, cheers. Thank you. Wow, folks, extraordinary thing to see. Honestly, I'm a massive tech geek. Even bro here, look, who's just arrived in London is like, what on earth is that? Really, truly extraordinary thing to see. And the kind of scary but also exciting thing is that what we've just seen is going to be absolutely normal, commonplace routine in, what do we think, a decade, 20 years tops. Things like that running all over the place. Delivering food, delivering groceries, delivering packages, etc. I wonder what all of those delivery drivers and Uber Eats drivers are going to do then. They're always sitting outside restaurants on their bikes waiting for orders. In fact, I see them every time I go out the door. They're all going to be redundant. Surplus to requirements. Golly. I mean, to be honest, folks, this is why I like to come outside, because you have no flipping clue what you might come across here in central London. Yes, we've got the absolutely spectacular architecture here in Trafalgar Square, looking up toward National Portrait Gallery just over on the right. A main building going across into the centre is the National Gallery itself. Really, really spectacular. Even without the bright sunshine we've had earlier this week, it is still a beautiful sight. People just like to enjoy the atmosphere. Thoroughly beautiful, is it not? But wow, £2,750 for the Robo Dog. It's quite a bit of cash, isn't there? But a 3-hour battery. I mean, typical drone life is only around 30 minutes flight for a sub 250 gram drone, so that's actually quite impressive. But wow, I have no idea on the legalities of using that in certain situations. Interesting that the guy mentioned something about either military or weapons, I think, in our conversation. That being the scary thing, folks, somebody could be walking a militarised version of that little dog around central London. And I don't think, at this stage in the evolution of technology, most people would realise, in all honesty. Okay, folks, yeah, don't worry about don't worry about stopping. I thought the girl was going to go straight across then. So, I've got no clue, ladies and gents, whether we've got a guard, whether there'll be any horses. I honestly, truly have no clue. I was kind of tempted to not even switch on the camera until we got there. However, as there was no typical way of getting to the centre today, I took a cab straight to here, to Trafalgar Square, Thought, you know what, worst where I can do a bit of book shopping. Waterstone's on the corner there. If there's no guard, flipping out. Good luck getting any lunch when it's that packed. So we'll see, ladies and gents. As I mentioned before, first time anywhere near Trafalgar Square for me since Christmas. But this is the first time I started any video at this end in possibly 6 months to 9 months. In other words, it's been a long time. So it's always nice to have a fresh perspective, even though it's an exceedingly annoying journey in when the tube is closed. Plus it also means I'm going to have to take a taxi back again afterward. Just my luck. Oh, wait, what is this? I think it's a wedding party on top of that bus. They're all waving as they went past the pub here. I mean, instinctively, the parade started at 9:30, or the road closure was 9:30 to noon. Now, given that we're roughly around noon now, I think it should have been cleared and be back to pretty much normal. However, we'll see. In fact, this pub was closed the last time we were walking along here. It's been a good while. So they've completely renovated it and reopened it, which is a great thing to see, I would say, in all honesty. Despite all the really sort of tacky, trashy tourist shops on the left, it's still a reasonably pleasant place to have a stroll. Except on Monday, when it's going to be so packed that I don't think there'll be any space. Somewhat unfortunately, there is a guard, folks. I've just spotted the troopers. Somewhat unfortunately, Monday's weather, it's not forecast at this moment to be sunny. I mean, how unlucky is that, no? I guess in some respects the troopers, military personnel, are probably happy about the fact it's not going to be 20-25 degrees on Monday, because it's going to be super difficult and sweaty to march. Bear in mind they're trying to think how long the march is. Probably 2 miles, I would think, maybe just under 2 miles, the total distance for the route of the V-Day parade. It's a fair distance to walk normally, even like this with your short sleeves and my lightweight kit. It's a fair distance, so fair play to anybody wearing full kit who's able to do it. So I think 20 degrees will be the absolute ideal, and that at the moment seems to be what we're heading for, roughly, give or take. So we've still got those Union flags this side, looking rather lovely, and the same above Raffles. Now the funniest thing of all is the road closures were very widely listed all over social media, but one thing I couldn't find anywhere is the reason for the closures this morning. It said a parade is taking place from Millbank, which I believe is the headquarters of the Labour Party, to Temple Place, which is pretty much where we just came from, via Whitehall and Horseguards Avenue. Curious, eh? So it obviously makes me think, hold on a second, like how and why did they decide to close it? Yet the reasons for that, there was no organisations. Massive shout, twice, double massive shout. You see, hear that in this guy's face? So, get back, get back. Oh my goodness, somebody's going to end up in an accident. Look at this, what the hell? Taxi drivers beeping at everybody. This, guys, is the noon changeover, okay? Hence these massive numbers. We've got 2 NCOs coming out, one at the gate, another one going to the box to talk with the trooper. These are mad numbers, guys, are they not? A second, there's a bus coming. This is why there's not enough space on the pavement. Actually shouting super loudly, the trooper is, at people that are getting themselves a little bit too close to the horse. In other words, the wrong side of the bollards. Goodness gracious me, it is absolutely chocky-wocky, is it not? Crazy numbers here. In a second, when they swapped over the horses, guys, and the crowd starts to move a teeny bit, I will also cross over and get myself into the melee. And it is a big melee of people, is it not? Massive. In fact, I think it's the first time we've ever filmed a guard change from this central island. Oh, hold on. I spotted something else that's potentially even more interesting. What is this? One second, we'll go back over there in a minute. We're not missing anything, folks, because the crowd is so big we can't get anywhere near the front until they've changed over the horses. Wait, is it another bikers rally today? I wonder if it's about to start or whether it's just finished. Whoa, look at some of these bikes. Wow. This is really impressive. Let's go and have a quick chat, folks, and see if we can find out what's going on. And more importantly, when it's going on. Whoa. Brilliant, eh? Absolutely fantastic. Blue Knights England. Okay, this is interesting. Super interesting. Boss, can I ask you, is it another rally today? There was one a couple of weeks ago. What's today's one?
No, what we are, we're the Blue Knights, law enforcement motorcycle club. We're all serving or retired police, prison officers from all over the UK.
Oh, wow.
And we decided to have a run down to London and drive round because one of our chaps is from Lincolnshire has been accepted into the Chelsea pensioners.
Ah, is it okay to put you on camera, or you would prefer to be off camera while we're having a chat? Off?
Yeah, off, yeah.
No problem at all.
Because we're all serving police officers.
It's interesting to see this because, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, we had Rolling Thunder here, all the ex-military guys,
Yeah.
massive turnout. When are you guys heading off, and which way are you going, this way or?
We're going off to Chelsea.
So you're going to be turning left out of here,
More
I'm
than
guessing, yeah?
likely turning
Toward
left, yeah.
Big Ben?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The 6 of ours going down to Downing Street to have a photo done.
Yeah.
Then they come back and then we're going to go off to there. But now we just thought, have a ride.
To be honest, I mean, the weather's pretty much perfect because yesterday and the day before it's flipping boiling. This is almost ideal, and a bit of breeze.
Yeah, especially with the leathers and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hot in this, but I can't even imagine what you guys are like all kitted up in all this lot. Look at it.
I've got all this lot on, but we wear it for safety. We promote safety, safe riding.
Yeah.
And we are the biggest motorcycle club in Britain.
Okay.
You know.
Blue Knights, you said? Blue Knights.
Knights.
Wow, okay, this is new to me. I film around here a lot, but I've never come across this before. 50-year-old motorcycle club? Okay.
Started in Maine in America in 1974.
So you're arguably the antithesis of the Hells Angels, like you're the well-behaved group.
99%ers.
Oh, okay.
Because we're all serving or retired police officers,
Yeah.
serving or retired customs, prison officers, and just a lot of motorbikes and biking.
Amazing thing to see. I mean, really.
The biggest one we've ever had is 207 in a row.
What are you expecting today? What do you reckon?
There's 60 of us today.
When you head out here and go left, do you reckon it'll be super noisy or quiet because of the horses?
We make enough noise with these exhausts.
Okay.
We're all legal, honest.
Okay, it'll be interesting that sometimes get motorcycle groups that come along here and the horses with the troopers outside horseguards have a bit of a meltdown and so on.
When we came in, past the horses and down here, and they all seemed all right at the time, partly because we were following the orange parade.
That's what it was this morning.
Yeah.
Irish orange
Yeah,
men.
the apprentice boys.
Ah, okay.
That's what was down there, yeah.
I wondered, in fact, because it wasn't across. It said there was a road closure on Whitehall this morning, but it didn't say what it was for. So it's an Irish march, no? I didn't know what this is.
Part of that was an Irish march, the orange boys.
Okay.
But they're from England and Ireland as well.
Damn, there's always something going on.
I don't know. I mean, I try to stay out of them.
To be honest, I don't blame you. I really don't. The guy's cool with me filming the bikes, so I don't want to upset anyone.
Right.
You sure, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for your
problem.
kind words.
No problem.
Okay, folks, what a lovely gent. Blue Knights. I'm going to try to keep the camera kind of focused down. He didn't want to be on camera. I always respect people that don't want to be, folks. We know why they don't want to be. That's interesting. Wait, are you the only female taking part today? Because everyone else is a guy. Okay, so ambulance or?
No, there's the one I'm in is based.
Serving or past? Serving now, currently serving.
No, I'm only 15.
Oh, wait, I shouldn't even be filming you, for goodness sake. You look like you're, I don't want to say it, but you look older.
No,
Sorry, I should have asked you.
No, my dad's the one that's in the group, so I'm also like an honorary member, so I do media for one of them.
Ah, so you're like, what, the TikTok, YouTube girl, yeah?
Yeah, I do that for one of the groups there. So it's like 3 months.
Okay. Good luck today. I mean, it's going to be something to see. Thank you.
If you see a lady with a trophy, hers is the massive pink one over there.
Okay.
She's the president of the club I'm in.
Okay.
So she's a good person to talk to.
Actually, wait, if you're the social media girl, hold on. I mean, I film a lot here. It's a big London YouTube channel. This will be on it this afternoon. This is always something interesting and unique along Whitehall. And it's this one.
I'll have a look at it.
It'll be positive. I had a chat with the main man over there. He was very nice and kind. Yeah, so I should have asked you, in fact. You just look way older than 15. Thanks a lot, yeah? Have a good day. Oh, she was lovely. How the hell, what on earth? I felt awkward actually to say, like, you look old or older, but I didn't know what to say because it was like awkward. Oops. So my bad. Hands up to the young lady. Respect to her for talking to me. Luckily, she's one of the social media people, so she understands the reason for me filming and highlighting this very positive event in central London today. Now, road closures in place, everybody. Obviously, it's related to what's going to be happening this weekend and Monday. We are outside the Ministry of Defence. Big blast doors are closed, shut, done. So that's that. We have actually spotted another lady, in fact, but 4 bikes. This is good to see, actually, that it's a big mixture, and it's a wonderful thing. Sorry, I'm just like, there's so much to film and take in. I'm just thinking, like, wow, great thing to see. Very nice thing to see. You excited about the ride?
This ride?
Yeah, where are you going to? I mean, I was talking to...
The Royal Hospital, Chelsea.
He mentioned about going, to Chelsea.
So we've all paid money. We're all ex-police officers or
Prison officers as well.
Prison officers. Anyone that has a power of arrest.
Oh.
So anyone that's a warranted officer can become a member of the club. And then, like I say, it's just about raising money for a charity. So we all pay sort of £10-15 each. And then we go down there, and it's probably going to be about £1,500 odd that we just go down and go, there you go. Then we all go
Worthy
home.
cause, we all know that. Very worthy cause.
But we do it quite a lot all the time, you know.
Interesting thing you mentioned. Prison officers power of arrest. I'm assuming only inside a prison. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So prison officers can arrest somebody if they see or suspect somebody committed a crime inside a prison.
Gives them a power of search and various other things. And
Wow.
powers. It's the same way as if you go to police officers have a power of arrest, as we know.
Yeah.
They don't have a power of arrest in a royal palace.
Okay, that's interesting as well.
So a lot of I used to work central all the time on a motorcycle, and if you're dealing with a member of parliament, and they say, "Oh, we'll go into my office and deal with it." No, you don't want to do that because it's a royal palace.
So
Westminster.
Crown Estate mean they've got kind of a get out of jail free
Oh,
card.
you can't report me on it.
So, for example, it wouldn't happen, but if we saw, I don't know, an MP grab someone's phone and run into their office, you could run after them, but you couldn't arrest them once you got to their office. I would never have actually thought about that. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Who does have the power of arrest then in a royal palace?
So you'd have to call someone like Nigel Baverstock or someone like that who's the head of security there, and they would then deal.
Wow, extraordinary, in fact, to learn all these new things out and about today.
And like, it's dealing with the diplomats.
Most of whom, I guess, have, depending on their seniority, have diplomatic immunity in some cases.
Four different levels of diplomatic immunity.
Okay.
And probably, I think it's the bottom two is like the cleaner and the cleaner's friend and somebody that might answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them you'll stop and they'll go, I've got diplomatic immunity, I work in this place, I'm a citizen of that country, and then when you do a few checks you find out what they actually do, and they all should have a card or paperwork with their level of immunity on. And most of them try to do it to get out of things like drink drive, red light tickets.
Oh yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah,
Well, the things that I'm learning today, guys.
I do like your gimbal setup.
Can I put you on camera, or would you rather stay off camera? One of your colleagues was okay.
I haven't got a problem.
You sure?
Tired, yeah.
Okay, if that's all right. So, we're having an education here today, guys, about the powers of arrest inside a prison, but more importantly, this is very interesting to me, the fact that there are no powers of arrest for the Metropolitan Police or anyone else in royal palaces. So if somebody committed a crime, I don't know, say for example that during the guard change at Buckingham Palace, a pickpocket grabbed somebody's bag and ran into the grounds of Buckingham Palace, the Met can still arrest them, or they can't.
They can, because they would be committing a civil trespass. Well, it's covered under the Serious and Organised Crime Act.
Ah,
I think it's section 128.
because it's a royal palace.
Because of where it is as well.
Okay.
But with the royal palaces, as I say, there will always be certain people who have that power, who are the security officers, shall we say, for want of a better word, because they all have varying titles, who work within those areas.
So, for example, we often see parliamentary and diplomatic protection in the red vans scattered along Whitehall. Do they have different or superior powers of arrest in certain areas, or they're exactly the same as Met? Yeah?
Exactly the same.
Wow.
And a lot of the areas around here are all covered, as I say, under section 128, which covers, it gives it a special order, like you can't fly a drone, you can't do certain things,
Yeah.
because it's covered in that. It's like the public space protection orders that they now get for people drinking on the street. Think of it as a protection order for an area around Parliament for security.
It's very interesting and timely you mentioned about people drinking on the street. I'm English. It's rare in London to see people walking around like holding a beer or with an open can, just sort of swigging from it. Saw that a few times earlier this week and was genuinely surprised. That is legal, or it's not legal?
It is legal.
It is legal, yeah?
To drink on the street, unless you are intoxicated.
Okay.
There are varying different bylaws and varying different bits. In London, you've got a thing called the Metropolitan Police Act, and you also have a thing called, outside London, called the Town Police Clauses Act.
Okay.
They date back to the 1800s, and they involve all the things like beating your carpet on a Sunday, and but there's all these
Historical remnants, yeah, that don't really apply. Yeah.
that are still there. So if there's a march going on, you could get a traffic order to stop the traffic, to shut the road. But you can also get a traffic order from section 21, I think it is, of the Town Police Clauses Act, which gives you a power to write a traffic order where the roads become thronged with persons, and that it's going to cause basically carts and vehicles cannot pass and repass without there being disruption to them.
Okay.
And that's where they get the power to close it.
Wow, I mean, this is interesting. As somebody that films a lot of protests and marches and everything else, a lot of this is new to me. So what can I say? It's very insightful.
Yeah, I mean, there's another thing as well called Commissioner's Directions, which is unique to the Metropolitan Police area in the City of London, where the Commissioner or somebody acting on their behalf, so anyone as a Deputy Assistant Commissioner and up, can grant the power to shut those roads using a power from the Metropolitan Police Act.
Extraordinary. Wow. So you're ex-Met, you said?
I'm ex-Met and ex-Kent.
Ex-Met and ex. So you've seen a lot then, I'm assuming. And how long were you in the service for?
Over 30 years.
Wow. Wow. Thanks for being a gent and
worries at all.
educating my viewers.
No,
Let me show. I showed it to your colleague. Let me show you the channel. It'll be on there this afternoon.
Oh, right.
You're very
Is this
kind
on
with your time.
YouTube or?
It's a big London YouTube channel.
Right, yeah. I think I already follow you.
No, you're joking.
No, I do, because
What a small world.
yeah, because a lot of the stuff.
You might well have seen the Rolling Thunder
Yeah.
Bikers Rally a few weeks ago. You might well have come across that. I filmed that. It's on the channel. That could have been where you first came across it. Actually, it's Black Rat. What does Black Rat mean on?
That's just that everyone seems to have a road name.
Okay.
And because all of my service was on traffic, so yeah,
Oh, and I didn't even notice that. Look at this guy's
Yeah.
little teeny weeny
little black rat in
little rat on the Union flag, and here as well.
Yeah, so
You chose a good day for it. I was saying to your colleague at that end. I mean, nice and warm and breezy today. It was way too hot the last few days in London, there, especially with you guys in all this kit. Yeah.
we're being summoned.
Oh.
Yeah, there's your look. I am subscribed.
Well, I mean, what
There
can I
you
say?
go.
A second thanks, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. You're very kind. Wow, folks, how humbled am I? Lovely, friendly, informative gent. with so much experience in the service. Massive thanks for agreeing to speak to me, and more importantly, agreeing to be on camera. That was a wonderful thing, and it kind of emphasises, folks, why I like to do this. I'm noticing and hearing that a lot of people are retired. I feel a lot more comfortable. Plus, they would have definitely have said to me, "Look, don't film." Hey, you know, if we keep bumping into each other like this, people are going to start talking about us. I tell you.
You catch the march, didn't you, when they came down?
No, I came in this way. I was just having a chat a minute ago.
They're standing over there. I mean, everyone's shouting, the old builders, the public, the soldiers, get behind the line. Then I heard all this banging. I thought it was DIY, but builders. Then I realised it was drummers.
I just spoke to two of your colleagues. Some of them already follow my channel. So it's a YouTube channel.
News sheets, if you like.
Okay.
So local press, standard, metro, and all the rest of it. So, do you know why we're here?
I do. Your colleagues just explained it. That all of you are ex-police or ex-prison officers, and you're riding down to Chelsea to the Royal Hospital. Yeah.
To check the money we've gathered for them. So, yeah, cool.
Yeah, going to be a great day. In fact, the guys are okay with me being here with a camera.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
What's this one?
Hey, Mel, before you bring things, can I just ask, does anybody not want to be on a YouTube channel? If so, can you let this gentleman stick your hand up so we know?
This gentleman here.
20,000 photos are going to go on Facebook.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. Thank you. London City Walk. Some of you guys already talking to your colleagues already know it. This video with all of you and this amazing worthy cause will be on the channel later today. Best of luck, guys, on the trip down to the hospital. Yeah. Thank you so much. Pleasure. Wow, what an amazing thing, guys, to come across.
I'm the organiser.
Ah, you're the organiser.
Yeah, and all these bikes, we've got another 30 odd meeting us at the hotel, at the hospital. We've actually raised £1,280 today.
Doesn't get any more worth than that, not in my book. You know, retired service people deserve it, 100%. Thank you so much and good luck, yeah? Wow, folks, wow, wow, wow. I'll leave them to it. Massive respect to everybody that spoke to me. I'm very, very happy that nobody put their hand up about not being on the channel. I would have blurred them, or this video would never have seen the light of day. You know that if I'm asked to do something, I do it. So thank you to everybody that talked to me. The organiser, the young lady, the retired traffic officer, and everyone that was happy to speak and give me different hand signals off camera. So, horse guards, ladies and gents, that's got to be the most unexpected and wonderful entrance to any video we've ever made on this channel, and that's not an overstatement. The most worthy cause. So from one military cause to another, the cause of tourists and their behaviour here in central London. So, familiar faces back with the MOD, familiar trooper back who was here yesterday. He's back today, and we know that he's really, 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 really on it, like 100% on it. Now the horse, that is one of the most interesting blazers, is it not, folks? It kind of looks like somebody tipped something over his forehead and it went splosh. Somebody using flash actually, which is going to upset Horsey. Now, there's a lot of people here today, and I think that was Dutch, the guy who was speaking just behind me. I don't know what we're going to get. She's in the box. It's always when we first get her, isn't it? Every single time. To be honest, I might as well just arrive here, film for 5 minutes to go home, because every time we turn up, in the first, 2, 3, 4 minutes, somebody gets told off. It's scarily predictable. At least now the other people that are here are being a little bit more careful about where they stand. There's a good chance this video might end up going past the usual length today, folks. I think most of you viewers would agree with me that, you know, it's not really length that counts, it's the quality. In more ways than one. And as we had a long introduction today, I think it's only fair if we go over a bit of time to get our dose of horses. And remarkably, the sunshine has just come out. So although it's going to be nice and warm and breezy for the bikers riding down to the hospital, it's not going to be the horrible sweat fest that almost everybody had to endure here in London in the past 48 hours. We will have a look at who's at the other end as well. So I'll try and sort of move back and forwards. Oh, we've got the Insta360 Pro up in the air next to me. Look, this thing up here, look. That's really high up. Actually, let's move now because there are some little kids getting their pictures for the moment. Which trooper do we have at this end? Is what I'm wondering, folks. And again, which sorry, I was miles away talking to my video.
Is anything happening tomorrow?
Not that I know of. Apparently there's going to be another road closure. I was just over there talking. There's going to be a big rally. The bikies.
Today?
Yeah, they're going to be leaving here, riding to the Chelsea hospital at some point. Probably in the next... I didn't ask what time they're leaving, actually. Probably, I think, in the next 10 minutes or so.
No, something happening on Buckingham Palace tomorrow or day after.
Okay, so Monday is the VE Day parade. So about 1,000 soldiers and sailors are going to be marching through here, probably that way, and then left onto the Mall, etc., etc. It depends. To be here on the public highway, walking that way and around, no. But to ticket to what? This is all open. Or you mean to the concert at the back?
He got 2 tickets. I don't know where he went.
That'll be for something else. This event on Monday, the VE Day parade, is not ticketed. What, at the back?
Mainly. No, this side is...
You can't go anywhere. If you walk through the tunnel here to the back, you can go right to the museum, but you can't go anywhere else. It's locked. It's all closed. Everything's closed, and it's going to stay closed for about a week.
1 week like this.
Roughly speaking, yeah. This kind of chaos and all these people and everything else out here. Yeah, good luck on Monday. But anyone's allowed to walk around and see it and film it on Monday. It's not like closed or ticketed. But it's going to be like Coronation Day. Thousands and thousands of people.
Here.
Everywhere, all over the place.
Oh,
So Central is going to be horrible on Monday.
Have they decorated Mall?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, not the entire length, but a lot of flags on the Mall, a lot of flags that end of Parliament Square. I mean, obviously we've got these 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So looking pretty good.
Morning was very busy.
Yeah, I was
Where
told.
was you?
I started in Trafalgar Square earlier. There was a guy, Chinese guy, with a robot dog. He's just walking it around. And it's doing tricks and standing up and stuff. And obviously the tourists are like, what the hell is this?
You missed too many shops.
No, but I mean, they're on it. They've been told clearly, haven't they, that they need to make sure that for at least the next few days, VE Day weekend, that people are kept back, that it looks like everyone's being respectful.
Yesterday was, I got cramp, I went on my belly.
Yesterday, just like kind of normal day. It was fun. It was fun.
A lot of people came with horses, the guards.
Hold on. Because the back is closed, they had to come in via the birdcage walk around to this part, etc. It ended up being like just a huge mess. I thought we were in trouble then. Nope, we're not. Is that what it is? Because there's a car. To be honest, yeah, I think pickpockets are going to have a real fun time this weekend.
The weather has been really good.
Yeah.
24 temperature.
Plus, this is a lot better. I don't know about you, but I struggled massively yesterday. It was just too hot to be outside filming.
I got cramp on my both belly, both sides. I went, only came for 1 hour.
The smart approach. Good luck. Anyway, between now and Monday, yeah? Okay, folks, a friend of mine, regular contributor on the channel, lovely guy, knows his stuff. Been filming here for more than 5 years. Now, the interesting thing is the fact that so many people are still going into the tunnel expecting to see something at the end. There's nothing there, except a little teeny weeny area where you have to turn around and come back through the front gates to the front here. This horse is looking very proud, is he not, ladies and gents? Like exceptionally so. Bit of a pity to see so much litter and other detritus on the street, but I think it's mainly because of the fact that the breezy weather has kind of pushed everything along Whitehall and it's been caught up along fences and railings and barriers and so on. This trooper is doing a very good impression of Ormond. In other words, he's pretending that he's completely concentrated on something, but I think he's just ready to strike. Oh no, the horse is yawning. It's quite actually rare on this channel that I see the horse yawning that sweetly. I mean, it's 12:30, so look, and again, unless he had a late night, I mean, possibly he did have a late night. Oh, And again. Or should I take that as a sign that he's not liking my commentary? I can't get right in front for a second, folks, so I can't give you the hoof number, but I will do that in just a moment. Because obviously I'd like to know. 1 second. There's one guy taking a picture. Oh, and again! He's exhausted, it would appear, no? Okay, I've got a bit more. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody pushing behind me. Okay, they're heading off, the bikers. Just about be able to catch them as they pull out along Whitehall. Sorry guys, there are just too many bodies here. The number of people is completely ridiculous. The second group have got themselves a little teeny weeny bit stuck by the lights. That's unfortunate. That said, there's not a big gap between where we are now and where the first group have gotten themselves stuck at the traffic lights. Flipping, what is going on there? Like a line bike rally and a bikers rally on the same day. Plus this Deliveroo guy doesn't know where he's going. So they're already. Look at that. That's a great shot actually. I think that will be the thumbnail for the video. And a very worthy cause. I wish them good luck and get out of the middle of the road, folks. Otherwise I just know I'm going to get smashed into by something. Crazy. What a flipping busy, packed squisheroo we've got to deal with today. Right, let's try and get ourselves in. I think whether this is the better end or the other end. Actually, let's ID the other horse first, guys, where we were a few minutes ago. I mean, if the crowd actually moves. Oh, some lady dressed all in yellow, head to toe in yellow. Like a human banana. Oh my good lord. Everybody's just kind of on slow mode today. Right, folks. Unless the king comes by to ask my autograph, I will not be moving from horse guards, i.e. from this end or the other end. I'll be at one end or the other. And I will ID this beauty for you in just a few minutes. The horse, that is. Oh, I thought she had to put something in the guard's boot, the lady behind on the right. Now, she can't decide whether she wants to get in the box and get in trouble whilst her boyfriend's making a little video, or behave and not get in trouble. Wow, amazing, some people wearing heavy overcoats. He's in Siberia or something, because it definitely is too warm for that. Trust me, people. Right, okay, we've finally got a bit more space. There we go. Get behind the white line. Right, let's see, guys, if we can get the hoof number. That was a very nice, clean, solid get behind the white line. Right, got the number. Let me get a horsey picture of the day. And I'll tell you in a second which beauty this one is. Who is very thoughtfully looking directly at the camera for us. How's about that? 1 second, everyone. Okay, this one is, drum roll. Ooh, one we haven't seen for an awful long time. Actually, one I never even remember pinning on the Instagram. Quillen. How's about that for a name, eh, guys? Quillen. At least Miss Winter Overcoat is being super careful with the white line. Yeah, have we ever actually seen Quillen or ID Quillen on this channel before? The second I saw the hoof number, thinking I didn't recognise that one. Quite an unusual beauty, to be fair. Not a single distinctive marking, except possibly a little teeny white dot under the forelock. No socks, no marks on the legs, nothing at all. So in other words, an absolutely classic HCAV black. Flipping out. She had literally about 15 pictures this one and Insta Reels. Matching your trainers with your t-shirts, actually a new trend. I'm starting to see it a lot. Looks good, no? Especially with that colour. Oh my god, seriously, like what? To be honest, the kind of pictures she's taking now are a bit inappropriate for here. It's super funny if the troopers screamed at her to get out. Okay, Fons Jr., his turn now. Over here, kind of looks like a guy you wouldn't mess with or wouldn't want to mess with. Just put his hand on someone's shoulder, pushed him out the way and said, "Excuse me, can I get a picture?" And like marched right to the front. Why not? To be honest, why not? Got his picture. It's so funny, the look on the guy's face when he turned around. I probably wouldn't want to get into an argument with him, guys, if I were... it's just gonna knock the signage off the wall. Some of the funny bits we capture. Thank you guys yesterday to those of you that pointed out the guards. Oh, here we go. The guard waving, but in a very subtle way. When the young group arrived yesterday, oh my gosh, she's not giving up. At the other end, when the young group arrived yesterday, the guard spotted them, all like kind of open-mouthed and really, fascinated, etc., by seeing this on the horse, and he gave a little kind of like this with his fingers, super cute. And this is exactly why, guys, bits and bobs like that will appear when it's ready on the other channel, the Shorts channel. So good job, everybody, for picking out little things like that, because I miss a hell of a lot when I'm filming these videos. Primarily for two reasons. One, obviously I'm talking about what's happening, what I'm seeing, but more importantly, and often I do get that wrong, keeping the camera in the right spot, making sure that we've got a decent frame about what we're seeing and at the right height and so on, and that we're not zoomed in. In other words, it's quite a fair bit of multitasking, people, to bring you these videos. So my apologies when I occasionally get it wrong, but hey, I do my best. Good vibe at this end today, to be fair. And almost everybody is aware of the line. So I am thinking we might well go into we'll definitely capture the changeover and the dismount, and we'll decide how long we'll make the video based on which horses appear afterward. At least that's the plan at this point, so we'll see how it goes. No, don't get in the box. Oh, they're getting in the box. It's not going to tell them off because they're like at their family posing moment. Troop had a look, he's like, you know what? Get out of jail free card for you guys. To be honest, they were just kind of over it. Oh, little adjustment of the helmet. I did think it seemed a bit far forward actually, because standing close and taking those images from the side, it didn't look as though the trooper was able to see everything in front of him. I think the helmet might have slid forward a little bit. I don't know if that happens typically on a sweaty day, but I know there's leather, or what felt like leather pad. I've tried the helmet on before. Felt like leather padding just inside. Now the problem with that is very sticky when it's hot and humid. So I dare say the helmets have a habit of adjusting themselves involuntarily. Kind of just about get both groups in. Blue Knights, that's another one to add to the list, folks. So Rolling Thunder and Blue Knights. Amazing thing, actually. Oh, Aussie lady, I believe. Can I have a look?
Sorry.
Some people have got a remarkable ability to sort of fold themselves backwards. Look at this. Sorry for the very quick turnaround, guys. I had to zoom the camera around, otherwise you would have missed it. Any of you can name those three, I'll be very impressed, considering that we only got the briefest view of them from the side. I'm wondering actually how it'll be out and about tomorrow, because there's so much barriering and additional street furniture already, and they haven't even started putting out the majority of it for Monday. Yikes. Other thing I do know about, which I didn't know yesterday, there's going to be an international contingent in the VE Day parade. Now, the headline participant nation, for obvious reasons, is Ukraine. So there will be Ukrainian troopers, soldiers, troopers. I don't know if they're called soldiers or troopers. Point being, Ukrainian military personnel will be marching. There will be sailors, there will be army, there will be mounted cavalry, there will be an international contingent. I can't remember the fifth category, if there was a fifth. But yeah, 4, 5, possibly 6 categories. Oh wait, we've got somebody else kneeling on the ground for their picture. Look at this. Slightly odd positioning, but hey, this girl's getting a picture behind her while the lady's kneeling on the ground. And Cool Bro's still got his pajamas on in public, for goodness sake. Some tourists are either brave or very forgetful. That's it. Sweatshirt off one shoulder, little bag, sunglasses, little smile. Ta-da! Still no one yet. Wait, do these two even know each other? Or is it just like a very awkward encounter? That's the best suitcase I've ever seen. Suitcase of the year. Look at that. Union flag suitcase. That they've made themselves by the looks of it with tape. It's not an actual accurate representation of a Union flag, but it's pretty close. Oh. Okay, she's being careful. Right on the edge, just like these two visitors on the right. We can't quite fit everybody to the frame, guys. Sorry about that. If I go any further back though, we're going to have the bobbing head problem. See? Bobbing cue ball problem. I can't actually understand what they're talking about, but this German group here have taken a particular liking to the trooper. Hopefully an admiring one. Come on, who's next? Counting up to 10 in my mind. If no one else comes, we go back to the other end. Two, one. Is it? Oh, look at that! Just in the nick of time. Bro, hello. Hello. I think actually they're equestrians, possibly. They're really talking about the fine detail of the horse kit. I don't think everybody's noticed that I'm filming and have vacated the immediate area. Oh, someone's been to the M&M store. Folks, if you don't want to buy overpriced chocolate, don't go to the M&M store in Leicester Square. Home to overpriced London chocolate. Okay, so back at this end, briefly. Okay, yet more happy tourists. And this dude is going to ask the police for directions. Look, he's like, officer, which way is Trafalgar Square? Actually, we didn't take a picture of this one yet, with a super unusual blaze. Let's do that, and then I'll ID this one for you guys. He looks very chilled, almost asleep, to be honest. The horse, that is, not the trooper. A couple of lovely pictures. Wait, let's have a look at that hoof number. Okay, that's an... Wait, what? That's interesting. This horse has got a letter. Or they've slightly misprinted the number. Anyway, according to my list, and I'm not even 100% certain on this horse is Majesty. But honestly, folks, the hoof stamp looks like a letter, not a number. So I don't understand what's going on with this one. Very curious. But yeah, that'll be my my guess, Majesty. I mean, it's a single-digit hoof number, very strangely stamped. One of you will know though straight off, simply because of that ear. Morning. What time do you call this?
It's my morning.
Ah, goodness me.
You've done all your business, yes?
And that's how it is, guys, for the life of some people that film for YouTube here. Sometimes me included, to be quite honest. Mornings blend into afternoons. Oh, there's a helicopter. Is there another parade? Not that I'm aware of, however, it's Saturday, folks. And it wouldn't be a normal London Saturday day. A normal day in London on a Saturday without a parade is what I was trying to squeeze out there. We got there in the end. Who's next? This dude's got to be a film star, come on, surely. Flipping. If I get any further forward, I'm going to be in the box. If I get any further back, we're going to have double heads bobbing in the front of the camera. I mean, it's quite a magisterial... What's that? Oh, that's an S25 Ultra.
Transfer to Samsung from iPhone.
Ah, so you saw the light and you realised that...
You know what? No, because all my stories are full. Even iCloud, I'm paying flipping like £300 on iCloud, so I thought, that's too much.
It's easier to buy the hard drives and store the stuff at home than paying for iCloud every month.
Yeah, iCloud is so difficult to transfer.
And the speeds are pretty bad as well, no?
So I gave up. Now I'm going to basically transfer everything.
Do you ever get it going like beep, beep, beep sometimes, this?
Yeah.
You know how to stop it?
Yeah, you told me. I've already stopped something here.
But does it still do it, or it doesn't do it anymore?
Sometimes it does it.
Mine stopped for some reason. I don't know if that is the reason, and if you've already had that in. But you'll notice a difference with this. When you put in, when you open the camera and go to the video settings, did you turn on HDR10 Plus?
I haven't done anything yet, to be honest. This is my first time I'm going to use it. So, do you already have to...
Wait, but what are you going to shoot in? Like 1080p 60 maximum or 4K?
4K, I assume. What do you do?
4K, but the files are much bigger. Like, much bigger.
Yeah, but you can transfer it anyway. Transfer it out, so it's fine.
Agreed. Go into the video settings.
I think I tried to do it just like coming on the train.
And just make sure that you put the HDR10 thing on.
HDR10?
Yeah, it makes a massive difference, in fact. Like, the colours really, really pop.
HDR10?
HDR10 Plus. Yeah, it's the only, I say the only, I mean it's the main codec that YouTube supports. You can't get any better video uploaded onto YouTube except 2160p HDR10 Plus. Some of the companies have got access to 8K, but it's like, what's the point? Nobody's going to film here in 8K.
Is that it? UHD? No.
Okay, so yeah, it's UHD, 60 frames per second. Go back into the settings.
Oh, where is that?
That's a good question. Where is it? There.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on. Get rid of that. You don't need that.
Okay. So where,
Here, HDR.
so is that good?
HEVC definitely.
Okay.
The file sizes are smaller.
Okay.
But you're crazy. This is brand new without a case.
No, I've ordered a case on Amazon, so it should be
Okay,
here
try
tomorrow.
not to drop it between like
Yeah.
now. Is that what it is?
No, you know, one of my friend's daughter getting married tomorrow, yeah. And he
Ah.
told me I have to film as well. The cameraman is expensive because I have to film as well because he can't take any risks. So I had no storage. So
Well, I mean, fair play.
I should be charging him.
You should actually, at least the price of the phone. But you'll notice, in fact, the footage, in my opinion, is much better than on an iPhone 16.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
Look, what's this guy asking the guard? I can't show you because it's at the beginning of this video, but Chinese guy with a robo dog in Trafalgar Square. He's the things that it can do. I was shocked.
I've seen it before. Somewhere.
But I've never seen one in London. I think it's the first. Like seeing a Tesla
I saw it
Cybertruck.
in Leicester Square a while back. It was
So it
amazing.
has been in London before, yeah? Some
Yeah.
guy walking around with a robo
Yeah,
dog.
I saw it.
Oh
Amazing.
wow! Oh, 1 second, folks. Oh, being careful here. At least we've got the sunshine now.
So you know, if you go below 1, can you still zoom in once the video is done? Because I've noticed that on iPhone it's giving me really bad footage. Like if I go below 1 and then you zoom in, it's rubbish.
To be honest, yes. I don't have any problems whether you want to sort of even edit the central frame
Right.
for shorts content is
So it's
workable.
fine. Okay.
I don't see any serious degradation in the quality of the image. I think it's why so many people have given up on Apple because they're just not keeping up with it. Is it 512 terabyte?
1 terabyte.
That will last for at least like 3 months, to be honest. I didn't
Yeah.
believe anything on this phone since I got it, and I've had it for about 2.5 months.
To be honest, all my phones are 1 terabyte.
And you filled them up already.
Yeah. I filled them up and I filled up all the iClouds as well, max, so I can't do anything.
It's not worth paying for every month. It really isn't.
And you know, for me I tried transferring it to a hard drive. It took me ages to do just like 1-2 videos. I gave up.
Yep.
It's not worth it.
The other thing is with this, it's really easy
Yeah.
to upload the video directly from the phone by just plugging in a USB-C to Ethernet.
All right.
So you can
Okay.
just effectively,
That's
when you
great,
get home,
that's great.
hard plug the phone in,
Yeah.
upload the video. It saves a lot of time. No copying back and forwards,
That's
forwards.
great. That's great. Okay, so hopefully.
So look at you, like pro elite level right now. You're going to be out on Monday filming the VE Day parade.
Hopefully, yeah.
I'm really unsure about the best spot because I think everywhere is going to be absolutely rammed. Plus, it looks like they're going to close some stations as well, or keep them as exit only, meaning that even if you get here, you can't get home again.
Yeah, last time that was a problem. So many people couldn't get in.
Marathon day, I had to walk about 3 miles all the way
Did you?
toward East London just to get on the tube to go back to West. Ridiculous. Folks, still here. Sorry guys for getting distracted. I'm still here. We're still filming. I will leave it to run a little bit longer because, as I said, we will capture the changeover and the dismount, and then I'll decide what next. Now, based on the fact that tomorrow's schedule, in terms of protests and road closures, is exactly the same as today's schedule was, I'm reasonably certain we'll have a normal mounted guard again tomorrow. In other words, you know, the content will be current, folks. Oh, let's turn it away a teeny bit for a minute. Now, this trooper hasn't actually had to raise his voice at all. What is it with the sneezing? For some people, it's like super uncontrollable. They like sneeze massively loudly over everyone without even putting their hand up. I don't understand it. And again, oh my, and again. It's gotta be a joke. Nobody actually sneezes that much. That said, we are seeing a lot of pollen flying about all over the place. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but it's one of those days. Okay, there is the orderly. No idea who the orderly. Ah, it's that orderly, folks. You've seen her before. Now, do we run in for the corner? Tricky one, folks. I can't quite decide. I think I'll decide when we see how many people are in the yard. Oh. It's like, excuse me, who are you? Can you get out of my picture, please? Look. I mean, the tourists should be happy when the orderly comes out, because that means they get 2 in one shot. 2 troopers instead of 1. Little pat for Horsey. I'm really tempted to ask the orderly if it is His Majesty, but you know what? I also don't want her to tell me to get lost. So I won't risk the potential embarrassment and humiliation in my own video. Who's up next? Damn, the yard's filling up fast, actually. No one on the magic corner yet. Oh, this dude, oh, I missed him. Crouching down onto his knees. What is it with these people on their knees in the last 24 hours? Notice the somewhat increased volume of each successive telling off. I mean, finally the penny dropped and she did get back. To be fair, guys, I can kind of, even though it might be picked up, you know, by the mic, I can just about hear it. In other words, if the trooper's not, this trooper or any other trooper is not actually actively shouting really loudly, because there's so many people here and so much traffic noise behind, it is quite difficult to hear what is being said, in all honesty. So I can understand, not that I'm defending them, but I can understand why some tourists, honestly, genuinely, can't hear what is being asked of them. People are pointing at something. There's nothing. Wait. I thought maybe there's an officer running out or coming out of the stable area, but I don't know what it is they're looking at. Okay, the magic corner is still relatively deserted, and the good thing about that is until one person stands there, no one else will. So I'll leave it till the last moment before we head into the yard, people. Yeah. Last moment is the smart moment. And this one I think we said was Quillen, didn't we? I hope I got that right, because again, it's not a horse that I'm familiar with, everybody. If we have had Quillen before, definitely wasn't this year. I'm quite certain of it. So we must have seen, during the course of the past 7 days, every horse that was brought over with this contingent at the beginning of the week. Because unless they've been doing it sort of, you know, under cover of darkness, supposedly the horses haven't been changed at all this week. I mean, in terms of the horses that are here, they've obviously been changed over in the boxes. Because the majority of the horses have been in Hyde Park, taking part in the review and training, practice and training ready for the parade. In fact, it's filling up really fast. The thing is, I don't like standing there for 5 minutes in the yard with no horse, and again with the sneezing. What the flip? At least we've got a few tourists here in the meantime. The usual side of the yard is full already. So we might just have to squish in, folks. Worst way, I'll have to come back to the front. We'll see in just a few minutes. He knows it's almost changeover time. A lot of people are actually going to the gates to walk through, seeing that there's quite a lot of people in the yard, and then changing their mind and coming back out again. Odd. And leave it to the last possible in, because the second I go and stand in that corner, other people will then follow, because they'll realise that it's not out of bounds. Oh. Little wave for the horse. These are bound to be our last few, I would have thought, in all honesty, everybody. Oh my goodness, can you hear the sneezing? It's just constant. I swear that guy was in Game of Thrones, no? If not, he should have been. Okay, what? There's another lady being told. How can she be like that clueless? I don't get it. It's the same trooper. Yeah. La ligne blanche, yeah. It's the same trooper. We're in exactly the same spot as we were standing yesterday when you had to lean forward and shout in the Chinese guy's face. Massive deja vu then. Because we're in the same spot and it was the same thing, him having to say a couple of times, get out, and effectively being ignored. But I don't understand is if you don't understand what's being said to you, the fact that somebody's speaking to you would make you wonder, oh, what are they trying to tell me? Very curious, eh? Like exceptionally curious, the response of some of these tourists. Okay, any moment I'm going in the yard, people. These will definitely be our last couple on the left. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go in now before they close it. Basically run in. Keep myself in very fast. Just in the nick of time, people. They're just closing the two side gates. We got the corner to ourselves. There's not much of a corner today, in all honesty. But I'm the only one here, at least for the moment. I mean, there might be some more. Oh, we're seeing a lot of familiar faces as well, returning from their holiday. MOD faces. Another trooper. Sorry, trooper. Officer, you'll recognise everybody. Like 100% no nonsense. Oh, look at that. We did it. We got the whole corner to ourselves. Ta-da. Lucky or what? Right, here they come. Oh my goodness. The far horse is flipping massive. Which one is that? Whoa. Okay, now we have to ID the far horse. It's got a really unusual tail as well. It's kind of like got partial grey highlights. Look at that effect. See that? Golly. Okay, so they're doubling up with the police. Good thing to see, actually. It's a bit of those, or one of those kind of do you feel lucky punk moments. Okay, so the massive, giant, fluffy, cloppy one is not coming into this box, so we'll go and have a look at him after. Oh, actually, wait, let me move myself way back from the line, because this horse looks a little bit nervous, and I'm not sure if it's because he doesn't like my presence. We'll almost certainly have a part two, just by virtue of having two very interesting horses. The trooper near side, in fact both of these troopers, but particular trooper near side, this one, is always hyper on it, and is becoming a firm channel favourite, ladies and gents, as many of you have mentioned in the comments. But that one over there, flipperoo, folks. Is the trooper going to hit his head on the top of the box? I honestly have no idea which horse that is. It's gigantic. Maybe it's a mammoth dressed as a horse. Okay, so here possibly is Majesty. And this one, as I mentioned before, is Quillen. Horse on the left's having a meltdown. Didn't take long, did it? In the box it is, guys, not in front of us. Proper clopping, that one. To be honest, probably the fact that he saw like 500 tourists the second he got into the box. Okay, so these two are done, and so is part one, folks. If I go any longer, the video will take far too long to process. So for the moment, ladies and gents, I will bid you a farewell. We will probably be back for a second part. I can't guarantee it, but probably. In other words, in all likelihood. Okay, the horse has settled down. I don't know how long he's settled down for, but he's not a happy bunny, this one. I mean, to be fair, the crowd is massive. Look at it. Oh, actually, wait, let me get myself way back. Very experienced trooper, but my goodness, that's a huge horse. He's not a happy boy, is he? He looks a little bit kind of startled in the headlights. Oh, flipping hell, what is going on here? We're having a bit of a dance, this one. Guys, I'll be right back for part two. Bye for now, right back.